Grading is done for the most part. There is still a pile of dirt over here, but that's there for a project afterwards. So we had some rain yesterday. A little bit worried about that. It was pretty heavy, but you can see they actually did a good job of making that ditch go out there. So it is pretty much running the water off of that and around it. So this is right here where this posts are in the corners there. You can tell that's where the building's gonna, the metal building's gonna be here. And it's pretty close, within an inch of being level about all around it there. And got all this right up here done. All that. There's a pile up there. That's topsoil mostly, and some of the garden stuff. That's going to be really good to fill back in the beds. This way has some decent soil on that. So it is pretty much kind of like being carved out of the hill here. And of course we got a driveway here. Kind of got an area to turn around. So basically that's right there against the edge of the building. And you can pretty much see how much had to be filled in there for all that. As far as the cost of this so far, the driveway itself, cutting into the hill, and the drainage ditches and everything, and the pipe in and all that, it was about $10,000. So, you know, there's quite a few loads of gravel on this here. This is kind of the gravel. Like you can see, you got this little powder mixed in with it. I forget what he called it. Back when I used to get gravel, I would do some crush and run. That was more like a powder. This has a decent amount of gravel mixed in with it. Supposedly they're packed down pretty hard. And of course the driveway goes all the way down to the road there. And you can see how that clears out there. All right, we got some areas we got to figure out what to do with. Kind of through here, off to the sides, and also over there too. A little bit of a hump going up here. They end up putting a pipe in under the driveway. It's something I hadn't even thought about. But you can see the water is going to go somewhere coming from down the hill and kind of going off the driveway a little bit. And as it comes down, with the hard rain we already got, you can see it already pretty much go ahead and did its job here. Let's see what happened on the other side. Yeah, it definitely had some water flowing out of there, even after the first rain there. So that may be something to keep in mind when it comes to water collection. That'd be a good place to try to maybe get some water from, at least when it rains. So, like once again on the cost, we're looking at about $10,000 for the driveway cut in and all this little parking lot area. There was several piles. You can see some of it still got to burn after it dries up some more, of area over here of piles of trees and everything. You've seen this in the older videos. There was also a bunch of it right here in this area. So that was about $6,500 to clear all that out. along with a few trees that they helped take down. Most of the trees I cut down with the electric chainsaw. So at this point, we are pretty much ready for the next step, which is concrete. We got scheduled for Thursday of this week. We'll see if that happens. We'll be coming out here and doing the forms. There's a lot of technical stuff and things have to be done in a certain order. In the last 8 months, we've had enough time for sure to figure all that out. So basically, first thing next thing it gets done, the concrete people come out and they'll lay their forms for the footer. The same day, an engineer comes out, makes sure the dirt is compacted enough in the footers that it's not going to cave in. And then later that same day, the plumber comes out and does some roughing for some plumbing pipes, for sewage pipes under the dirt. Then the next day, the inspector comes out and inspects the footers and inspects the plumbing. And then the guy with the concrete wants to come out on that same day and pour the concrete. Of course, now one of my concerns also is the fact, hopefully it ain't too cold, because I believe they may have to do some extra steps of putting blankets on it or something to keep it from getting too cold. All right, so the next update will be hopefully showing some footers being done. All right, thanks for watching.